started. Now, what is a static variable? So basically, we are not required to maintain a separate copy of a variable, and it will share the same copy. All right. One copy of a static variable is created at a class level. That's it. If you guys remember in the instance variable, we saw that for every instance there will be a separate variable, right? We have one employee with the variable with let's say employee number, employee ID, and so on. So every time when I'm creating an object, the variable is getting created over the period of different objects. However, when we have a static variable, in that case, we will have a single value which is assigned, and it is assigned all over the class. Like it's a single value for a class, and when I'm creating an object, it will always gonna give me that value only. All right. So we are not required to maintain separate copy of a variable. Share the same copy, and also I can say one copy of static variable created at the class level. Okay, we'll take some example, we'll try to understand what I'm saying and how it will work. But before that, how we will declare static variable? What are the ways? So there are various different ways how to declare the static variable. First way, directly inside the class. If I want to create a variable, static variable, we can directly create inside the class without using self, because when we are using self, it is an instance variable. Keep that in mind. So self is not associated with that variable. Okay, that is the first way. We'll see all the options. There are 5-6 ways we can create. We'll talk about that and we'll see the example as well. Second is inside the class directly. That is what we discussed, this directly create inside the class. Second is inside the constructor by using class name. Okay, inside the constructor also I can create, but by using class name. Okay, that's good. Inside the constructor by using class name. Alrighty, next, inside instance method by using class name. Okay, that is also interesting. Inside instance method using class name. Now we have to discuss about what is my instance method, what is my um, static method, what is my class method. There are 3 type of methods as well, which we will discuss in the future class, which is I think next class. So as of now, instance method is nothing but when we are using self, that is instance method. Just keep that in mind for now. So inside instance method also, I can create a static variable using a class name. All right, that is good. Next, fourth, where all we can create the static variable. Inside class method also we can create. There are 3 type of methods. One is instance method, second is class method, third is static method. Okay, so inside class method also we can create the static variable by using CLS variable or class name. Now, what is CLS variable? We'll discuss that once I'll start showing you the practical example. But from here, okay, I can able to create the static variable using class method as well by using CLS variable or class name. All right, next, fifth, inside static method also we can create by using class name. So majority of the time by using class name I am able to create the static variable. And finally, the sixth point is if I want to create outside the class, we can able to create from outside the class as well. How? We'll see that. Okay. Now, in interview, people will ask what is the difference between static variable and an instance variable. Okay. Static variable, only one copy will be created at the class level. Only one copy will be created at the class level. However, instances for every object, a separate copy will be created for every object, right? Employee 1, one name, employee 2, one name, employee 3, one name, and so on. So every object will have a separate variable. That is why it is known as instance variable. Now let's create the static variable. Let's try to understand what all places we have where we can create the static variable. Let me create a class called test. A is equal to 10. Def init. Now A is equal to 10 is what? It is a static variable. I'm not using self or anything. It's a static variable. So for example, where I will use static variable. Let's say I have a bank and I have a fixed interest rate, right? So what I will do, I'll call interest rate at the start. I know that it will be the fixed value. So in that case, I'll make interest rate equal to, let's say, 10%, and then I'll use this as a static variable all over the place, which cannot be changed, like which I don't want to change basically, right? It's a fixed value. We can change, but we don't want to change. Now, self. Now, if I see here, directly create inside the class, self is not associated. You saw this example. My first is done. The first way is done. Second way, inside the constructor by using class name. What is my class name? Test. So test dot b is equal to 20. Now what is this variable? This is a static variable. This is not an instance variable, because instance variable takes self dot variable name. Here I am not using self. I am using class name dot variable name. So it is a static variable. So in constructor, if you want to create, this is the way you can create the static variable. Now, third option is instance method using class name. Now, how will I decide whether it is an instance method? By having a method named def, let's say m1, and I will pass self. That means it is an instance method because we are passing it with a self inside the bracket. We will have a separate discussion about different methods, so don't worry about that as of now. Just understand self we are passing the bracket, so it is an instance method. In instance method, how will I able to create the static variable? By passing the class name. My class name is test, so test dot c is equal to 30. So this is also a static variable. What is the fourth option? inside class method by using CLS variable or class name. Now, how will I define the class method? We had a discussion about decorator in one of the classes. Those guys, we aware of this class method like the decorator. So we will have to pass a decorator to help Python understand that it is a class method, and to do that we will have to write @class method, which is nothing but my decorator, df m2, and I will write CLS inside this. When we are creating a class method, we may have to write CLS. We'll check that in the method class, but I'm passing this CLS. When I'm passing this self, that means it is associated with the current object, and when I'm passing CLS, that means it is a class method. So as per this, inside class method by using CLS variable or class name. So if I want to create a variable inside, static variable inside the class method, there are two ways. One is CLS dot D is equal to 40 and test dot E is equal to 50. These are the two ways to create a static variable inside a class method. What is CLS? Whether I can use apart from CLS, can I use anything else? All those things we will discuss in the method class, mostly the next to next class. Next is static method. Inside static method by using class name. Now, how to define static method? Again, a decorator will be required, static method, and then I will write def m3. I don't have to pass anything, and then test.f is equal to 60. So these are the different places. This option I'll talk about in some time, but these are the different places where we can actually able to create the static variables. Now question comes from my side is, when I am writing print test.dict, what will be the output? What all variables will come in? Here, did I create an object? I did not create the object, right? I'm just calling the class and passing the dictionary. So till the time I am not creating the object, this constructor will not execute. And obviously these functions I am not calling in. So we are left with a equal to 10. So when I will execute this, you can see that we are getting what? We are getting e equal to 10 only. Now, if I will go t is equal to test and then I will write this, what will be the output? I created the object as well. Now what will be the output? A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. 30, 40, 50, 60 will not participate because we did not call the method, guys. Check here, the second output, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. When this 30, 40, 50 will come, T dot M1 and then call this. What is M1? M1 is creating what? C. Now what will be the output of this command? The last command. C as well. If I go ahead, T dot M2, paste the value. Here we go. D and E both coming because I created two variables inside M2. And finally, T dot M3 and paste this command. Comment F is also coming in. Example. Now I'm writing class is equal to test. A is equal to 777. DEF init self self dot a is equal to 888, t is equal to test, print t dot a, print test dot a. What will be the output? Will it be 777,888 or it will be 888,777 or nothing? What do you think? So when I will execute this, sorry, print, make sense? This is my which variable, static or instance? This is my which variable, static or instance? So this is my static variable. This is, sorry, this is my instance variable. This is my static variable, right? Now to call a instance variable, we require to call through object name discussed in the last class, t dot a, and here test dot a. So how I'm calling the static variable? By class name. So basically when I'm writing object name dot variable name, it will give me the instance variable, and class name dot variable name, it will give me the static variable. Okay. Also, let me go back to this example. Let me run something like this. Test dot g is equal to 100. Execute. You see here, this is nothing but the last example. From outside the class as well, we can create the static variable by passing the class name dot variable name. Okay. So this is how we can create the variable in the different location, and this is how we can able to see how we can call the variables by using a class name. When you are giving, it will give me static variable. By using object name, it will give me instance variable. Now we saw how to create the static variable. Now we want to know how to access the static variable. How to access the static variable? What are the different ways we have? Inside constructor, if I have, can I able to access the variable inside the constructor? Let's try that. Either by self or by class name. If you want to access the static variable inside the constructor, then we require to call the static variable by self or by class name. Interesting. Next. Confusion will start, guys. Okay, so try to understand. If I want to access inside the instance method, how will I do that? Either by self or class name as well. Here also, either by self or class name. Third, can I able to access in class method? Yeah, absolutely. Inside the class method by either by CLS variable or by class name. Can I able to access in static method? Yes, why not? Inside the static method by class name. Perfect. Fifth, outside the class, can we do that? outside the class, yes, either by object reference or by class name. Confusion gonna start now soon. These are the different ways we access the static variables. Now let's try to play around with these things and try to get the understanding of this in detail. Now let me create a program, a small scenario test. Now a is equal to 10 is my static variable. Def init self print. I am accessing the static variable a inside the constructor either by self or class name. That means self dot a print test dot a. T is equal to test. You see, I'm getting 10, 10 two times. Self dot a is equal to something. If I will write, then it is an instance method, but I am not assigning something here, right? I am just accessing the static variable. Keep that in mind, because you will say that this is you're calling inside the constructor using self. It should be an instance method. Why it should be an instance method? Did I create any instance method inside constructor? No, I did not. I am just calling this a inside the constructor by using self dot a. So basically, to access the variable using construct or inside constructor, I can access via two ways. One is self or second is class name. Next, let's create a instance method. Second one inside the instance method, right? Okay, let's create def m1 self, which is my instance method, print self dot a and print test dot a, and then I will call the method t dot m1. How many times 10 will print? Tell me how many times 10 will print. Makes sense? 4 times, because 2 times from the constructor, 2 times from the instance method. So I can able to access the the static variable using constructor by using self and test, which is my class name, and in instance method as well by using self and class name. So second option looks also fine. Third option, inside the class method by CLS or class name. Okay, let's see that. I'll create a class method at the rate class method def m2 cls dot a is sorry, print cls dot a and print test dot a. I'll call t dot m2. Something goes wrong here. Test is not defined. Sorry, p capital. Okay. Now you see I'm getting 2, 2, 2. Perfect. 2 from constructor, 2 from m1, 2 from m2. So from class method also, I can call the static variable by using CLS or class name. Now in static method, how we can do that? Let me call the static method def m3 colon print test dot a, because in static method we can call by class name only. Call m3 2 from constructor, 2 from instance method, 2 from class method, 1 from static method. Outside the class, either by object reference or class name. We'll talk about that in some time. But till this point, all good? Now, let's come up with all the permutation combination. T dot A. I'm getting 10, right? We just had a discussion that when we are passing a T dot A, we normally get the instance variable, right? That is what we discussed. But do I have any instance variable out here? I don't have any instance variable out here, right? Let's say self dot A is equal to 100. Getting it? Let me comment it out. Getting it? Let me comment this out also. Getting it? Why I am getting 100? Because when I am calling an object with a variable name, if the instance variable is there with the same name as local variable, sorry, static variable, in that case it will give the priority to instance variable. Getting it? That is why now I am not able to get 10 because I already have A equal to 100. Let me comment it out. Execute. Now what will happen? Now self dot A. Okay, I have to create the class again. Sorry. You see? Now I'm getting 10 because I don't have any instance method anymore. And you get this equal to 10. So basically I can able to access the static variable either by the object reference which we are getting, which we just saw here, or by the class name test.a. Let me comment this out. Execute. You're getting 10. So basically to access the static methods, these are static variables, these are the ways we have. Clear, all of you? Now we spoke about where to declare, we spoke about where to access. Now we will speak about where to modify. Okay. Where can we modify the values? Let's say, let's create one example where we can modify the value of static variables. First, by using the class name inside or outside the class. If you want to modify the static variable by using class name dot variable name, you can modify it either inside or outside. However, inside the class method by using CLS variable also we can modify. Okay, let's play around and try to understand this. I have a class called test. A is equal to 10, def init self. Now as per this comment, by using class name, I want to update the value of A to something else. So by using class name I can able to update. And okay, let's do only this part till now. T is equal to test and print test dot a. Expected. Initially, I created a equal to 10, then I updated 888. That is what I'm getting here. Can I able to make changes in the instance method? Let's check that. Is that really possible? Test dot a is equal to 1000, and here I will write t dot m1 and t dot, or I can say t dot m1, then print test dot a. Looks good. So inside m1 also I can able to update by using the class name. That is what I mentioned, right? By using class name inside or outside the class. But in the class method, let's see in the class method. Def m2 self. Inside class method by using class variable also. Class variable also means can I do with test? Yes, looks good. CLS dot a is equal to my bad CLS. Okay. So updating. So this point looks valid inside the class method by using CLS variable. Perfect. Now can I do in static method also? Yeah, looks good. So I can update, and all these places I can update. We already saw by using class name inside or outside the class. Inside we already saw, outside we have to see, and inside the class method by using CLS variable. Outside the class, how can I do that? Using class name. My class name is test. Let's do one thing. Test dot a is equal to 442. Okay, looks perfect. So outside also we can update that by using class name. So these are the different possible ways where we can apply. Clear? Okay. Let's do some more examples because this thing is very much required, right? So let's spend some more time here to understand. A is equal to 10, def init self test dot a is equal to 888. Let's say a is equal to 888, or let's say a equal to 999. Self dot a is equal to 90. T is equal to test. T dot a test dot a print a. What will be the output for T dot a? What will be the output of test dot a? Or will I get any output for print a? Tell me. What will be the output of T dot A? Let's take one by one. What will be the output of T dot A? 90. Perfect. Because it's an instance variable, right? Self. An instance variable can be called through object. Perfect. Looks good. Now let's say I'm commenting it out. Now what will be the output of T dot A? Muzammil. Check again. Adil, you are correct. So answer will be 888. Don't you think so? I am having a variable A equal to 10. Narayan. After that, I created the object. That means my constructor executed. That means this A I updated to 888. I can access through T, which is an object, static variable as well as instance variable. But instance variable is not there, right? So what it will execute? Static variable. So T dot A should be. Is that making sense, guys? Now, test dot A. What will be the output? 888. Can I say that? Because test, that means class dot variable name. Class dot variable name will give me static variable, right? So let's execute. We'll get. Let me make this print 90 and 888. Makes sense because 90 coming T dot A, which is nothing but my instance variable. Test dot A gonna give me what? It will give me this value because I updated the existing static variable to 888. Okay. Now, will this give me something? Obviously not. A is not defined. Okay, that means, but this code is running fine, right? This code is running fine, then why it's not coming up? Print A, and let's remove this and execute. Now you are getting 999. Now you are getting 999. Why? Let's try to understand this. I am creating one more function, def m1 self, and I'm writing print A. This is which method? Static method, instance method, or class method? Instance method. Print A. Where is A? I am not writing test.a. Okay. I am not writing self.a. That means I am calling this A. Can I say that? So when I will execute, what will be the output? Let's check that. T dot m1. A is not defined. That means when I am running in the constructor and printing A, it is working fine. But when we are moving it to another method, it is not working. Which type of variable it is? Local variable. Absolutely. Getting it? To create a static variable, you have this type of command. You can go at the start or you can use class name dot we discussed. To create an instance variable, self name dot we discussed. To create a local variable which is local to the constructor, local to the method, it will work only inside that method only. It will not work outside that method because it is local to that method only. Clear? All right. Now, here you see we have print self dot a, right? Print self dot a. Do I have any instance variable? That means self dot a gonna give me what? Static variable, right? That is what we discussed. We can put local variable in the method also. Instance method. Yes, Mayur. So now class test a is equal to 10 def init self. Now tell me test dot a is equal to, let's say, 1000, a is equal to 100, self dot a is equal to, let's say, 90, print self dot a, print test dot a. Now tell me what will be the output of the print. First one is self dot a, second one is test dot a. What will be the output? First one should give me what? 90 only, I guess. Test dot a should give me 1000, I guess, right? Ideally, that is what I understand. That is what is happening. Okay, so when we have a instance variable, priority always given to instance variable. That we are seeing from multiple examples. Keep that in mind. Now, def m1 self b is equal to 10. Okay, print b. Make sense, Mayur? To answer your question. So b is a local variable. I am trying to execute that. Obviously, when I will try to execute here, it should work because it's a local to this. Perfect. Now, let's make it more confusing. I have class test x is equal to 10 def init self dot y is equal to 20, t1 is equal to test, t2 is equal to test, print t1 dot x comma t1 dot y, print t2 dot x t2 dot y. What will be the output as of now? 10 20 10 20, agree? Two times because I'm calling two times. Now t1 dot x is equal to 888, t2 dot y is equal to 1000. Now I am executing the same command. Now tell me what will be the output. T1 dot x equal to 888 will create an instance variable or static variable updation will happen. This statement will create a static variable, like update the static variable, or it will create a new instance variable. It will create a new instance variable, right? That is what we discussed in the last class, guys. T2 dot y equal to 1000. That means it is updating the existing value. So what will be the output for the first statement? T1 dot x, T1 dot y. 888 comma 20. Second one is 10 comma 1000. Yes, no. Let me remove all this stuff. Is this output making sense? Non-techies. When we create t1 dot x, it is not updating the static variable Priyanka. It is creating a new variable altogether, new instance variable. Remember, we discussed that in the last class. So when I am writing t1 dot x, it is creating a new instance variable 888. Now when I'm executing t1 dot x, it will call which variable, instance or static, because now I have two variables with name x, instance and static. Priority will be given to instance. So 888 will come. Comma y, what is the value of y? 20. Did not change. T2 dot x. Now here in the second class, second object T2, I did not update or did not create a new instance variable. So what will be the priority? Static variable, because I don't have any instance variable name x in T2 object. So 10 will come, comma T2 dot y. I updated the value of y, 1000 will come. Next, let's take some more example. Okay, let's do one thing. One more interesting example. Class test A is equal to 10 def init self dot b is equal to 20 def m1 self dot a is equal to 888 self dot b is equal to 999 t1 test t2 test t1 dot m1 print t1 dot a comma t1 dot b print t2 dot a comma t2 dot b. What will be the output? Spend some time and let me know what will be the output. So here I am calling t1 and I am calling m1. When I'm calling m1, it is updating the variables a and b to 888999. So t1 dot a will give me 888, t1 dot b will give me 999. But in second example, t2 dot a, t2 dot b, I did not call m1 method. So only constructor is executing. So if the constructor is executing, what is the value of a and b? 1020. So it should give me 1020. Perfect. Clear all of you? Some more example. Class test a is equal to 10 def init self dot b is equal to 20 I'm creating a class method def m1 cls cls.a is equal to 888, cls.b is equal to 999, t1 is equal to test, t2 is equal to test, t1.m1 print t1.a comma t1.b t2.a t2.b test.a test.b. Tell me the output. Now here what I'm doing is I have a variable called a equal to 10, which is nothing but static variable. B self.b equal to 20, which is nothing but instance variable. Now we are going into class method trying to update cls.a is equal to something. When I will do, a is already present, which is static variable. It is trying to update the static variable with the value as 88. And then cls.b is equal to 999. That means it is creating a new variable, static variable, which is nothing but 999. Then what will happen? I am creating a object t1, t1.m1, t1.a. Now t1.a will always give me first priority to instance variable. But do I have any instance variable with name a? I don't have, right? That means it should give me the static variable. What is the static variable value now? After running m1, 888. So I should get 888 here, comma t1.b. Now t1.b, b has two variables, two type of variables. One is static, which is 999, and instance, which is 20. Which will take the priority? Instance. So what should be the output? 888 comma 20. All agree? All right. Now second, what will be the output for this? t2.a, t2.b. What is t2? A new object, t2.a. I am not updating using m1. So original value of a is what? 10. And original value of b is what? 20. But output will be 888 comma 20. Can you tell me why? As of now, the output which I will get is 888 comma 20 only. Why? Last updated value, Priyanka, no. Did I update? Understanding what happening? I created a class T1 and executing T1.m1. It is updating at that time. And then you are calling class T2. Getting it? So I hard coded, I commented out. Now I am only calling class T2. So now it will give me the original value. Because we are running this T1.m1 prior to class T2, because this example coming, this line coming later on, right? That is why it is updating the value of a and then giving me this output as 888. Making sense, all of you? Mahesh. So this will, when I uncomment this, uncomment this, then output will be 888 only, because T1 object is created, T1.m1 is running. Because T1.m1 is running, the value of A is getting updated to 888. Once it is getting updated to 888, when I am running T2.test and calling T2.a, what is the new value? 888. That is why we are getting 888. But now when I remove this part and remove this part, now I am just calling an object T2. Let's execute this. 1020. Next example. I am giving this many examples so that you will be able to understand from end to end what's going on. Now tell me what will be the output of this. Test.a, test.b. Test has no attribute b because this is hard coded as of now. Let me unhard code, remove. Now it will come this, because test.b will give me static variable. Static variable will only be created when t1.m1 will run. Getting it? I hard coded that, sorry, commented that. That's why it is giving me an error, because it is not able to update. So once it will able to update, then it will give me 999. Clear? Because test.b will give me static variable always. Static variable will be created by this command. If this command is not executing, tb will not be there. All of you clear with this? All right. Next. Now, class test a is equal to 10. Now where I can delete the values, delete the static variable. Def init self test.b is equal to 20, del test.a is equal to test, or let me do one thing, print test dot init, sorry, test dot bict. Okay. Okay. Anyways, what will be the output? How many variables will be there? A, B, or only B, or only A? Think twice. Will it give me A or B or AB? Only B. Asta is saying only B. All are saying only B. Amazing. Beautiful. So B will appear, right? B will not appear. Only A will appear. Did I call constructor? Did I create the object? If I am not creating the object, will constructor execute? If constructor will not execute, then which variable is present here, guys? Then why are you guys saying B? Clear? T test. Now what will be the output? A, B, AB, B. Four options. A, B, AB, only A, only B. What do you say? Only B, obviously, because constructor is executing now. If constructor is executing, it is going to create a new variable B and it will delete the A as well. Okay. Def M1 self test dot C 30 del test dot B, and then T dot M1 this. What will be the output? Only C. Looks good. Good. Def M2 CLS CLS dot D 40 del test C. What will be the output? Only D? Something goes wrong. Attribute C. Test.C30. Sorry, this I have to execute. So only D? Only D, absolutely. Now, static method def M3 test.E is equal to 50 del test.D. Only E. Once I'll call M3. Okay. So only E will come. Clear, all of you? Class test A is equal to 10, T is equal to test. Print T dot A. T dot A is equal to 303. Test dot A is equal to 999. Del T dot A. Print test dot A. Print T dot A. What will be the output? If instance variable is not there, static will get the priority by using object. 10 should print. Perfect. Now T dot A is equal to 303. After that, if I will print T dot A, what will be the output? 303, because a new instance variable will be created and priority will be given to that. 303. Perfect. Now test.a equal to 999. Print test.a. Test.a equal to 999. Can I say that it updated the static variable from 10 to 999, and when I will print, it will give me 999. Perfect. Okay. Now next, class test a equal to 10, Then let's say a equal to 10, t is equal to test, print t dot a will give me 10, no issues, understand. And then we'll write del t dot a attribute error. Let me apply this, print t dot a. You see, I deleted the static variable by del t dot a. So we can access static variable by either object reference or class name. Okay. But let's check that. Print test dot a. Let's execute. A is not coming, right? Let me create test dot a is equal to 999. It's not coming in. It deleted. We can delete static variables by using object reference or class name. Okay. So you can delete by using test.a also or t.a also. That is how you can delete that. Next, two more examples. This is for local variables. Because local variable we don't use, the usage is limited. So let's try to understand this. Local variables, class test def m1 self. Now here I am not using constructor. Okay, I am just using instance method. Print a def m2 self, print b, where I have b equal to 2000. T is equal to test t dot m1 t dot m2. Okay, local to the variable, like local to the function, we are getting it. Let's make it b. Let's make it a. It will throw me an error. B is not defined. So basically, local variable we can create without self, without CLS, anything, right? It will be normal value you can put. That's it. That is how you can create a local variable. Okay, so this is about the idea of local variable. But normally, if you are creating local variable, obviously it works like this. When we create a static variable, we prefer to put all the static variables at the start of the function, like start of the class. We don't, not like in a normal programming standards, we don't prefer to put all the static variable inside the methods. We prefer at the start. Everything should be at the start. All right. So this is what I have. So when we have static variable 10 and instance variable 100, I am printing t dot a. It will print my instance variable. Then I am deleting t dot a. What will happen? It will delete the instance variable. Then you are printing t dot a again. You are getting 10 because it will give me this value static. And then again test dot a. Obviously, it will give me this only. So if you have instance and static, instance will get deleted by t dot a. So here we created self dot a equal to 200, which is my instance variable. Z equal to 100 is my local variable. Print self dot a will give me what? Instance variable, that is 200. Print z will give me what? 100. That is what, let me comment this out, execute. You are getting 200 100 expected, right? 200 100, which is nothing but this and this. But after that, when I'll run del z, that means I'm deleting z, which is a local variable, to this constructor, and then I'm trying to print it again. Let's execute. Now you see I'm getting 200 for this statement, 100 for this statement, then deleting z and trying to print z again, and what will happen? It will throw an error, local variable z referenced before assignment, because we already deleted that. That's why we are getting the error. All right.